appropriately named Duke, all badly fitting clothes and as ugly as sin, got to his feet and gazed nervously between his best friend, Stocks, and the approaching men.
"It's like I keep telling you. Haven't you heard the stories? Some kind of secret agency is over here, hunting treasure or some shit, racing the Germans for it. That's what they're saying."
His ragged voice tailed off as the visitors reached the bonfire. Jeffries watched as the three suited figures spread out around them before the fourth, chiselled face lurking behind horn-rimmed glasses, stepped forward to address them.
"Good evening, gentlemen."
Clearly American, with a slight southern lilt. His voice quiet but firm enough to mark him as the leader of his little band. The man took his grey fedora off, revealing neatly trimmed hair, and ran a careful hand through it. Definitely government. Nobody else in this bloody war gave a shit about how their hair looked. Peterson and Jeffries glanced at each other. Then Peterson stepped forward, keeping the rifle handy at his side.
"Can we help you, sir?"
The government official seemed satisfied by the formality. He nodded and flashed a badge on the inside of his made-to-measure jacket.
"You can call me Agent Taylor, son, and, as it happens, I'm looking for someone."
Stocks laughed nervously and punched Duke in the arm.
"We're all looking for someone, ain't that right, Duke? Keep us warm on these cold French nights."
He sniffed.
"Ain't that easy to find round here, though." "Speak for yourself," drawled Simpkins from where he was lying back against the giant log, digging his feet further into the sand beside his treasured cowboy boots. He pointed his cigarette in the air towards the distant hills inland, every bit the lazy cowboy he had idolized throughout his childhood in Manchester. "Why, only last night I found myself a quaint old farmer's daughter in the town up there on the—" "Stop."
The smile had faded from Agent Taylor's face.
"I'd rather not have the graphic details of what you boys get up to when you're not slaughtering the enemy, if you don't mind. The person I need was last reported working with a group of wayward soldiers such as yours."
His hair hadn't moved a jot, despite the wind, yet he ran his fingers through it again before replacing his fedora.
"Captain Sam Moxley is the pilot's name. Reported missing, presumed dead, by the RAF 2 years ago, but alleged to have been fighting on the continent with the French resistance and other parties ever since, causing some havoc for our Nazi friends, too, from everything we've seen and heard."
His eyes roamed the troop, looking for an in.
"Did you know the enemy has taken a bounty out on the dear captain, boys? Impressive sum of money, too. All of which means that he's now become a person of significant interest for the American government. It's imperative we speak with him quickly, if you please."
Jeffries knew Peterson had turned to look at him for guidance, but he kept his eyes on the agent. Nazi friends. The turn of phrase made him want to spit. Nobody who had been here fighting the bastards, who knew what they were capable of, would have used those two words together. Ever. He glanced around, quickly weighing up the hierarchy of control on their little patch of beach. Did American government agencies have jurisdiction over them here? Exactly how much did they have to help these men? If it came to a fight, who would win? Agent Taylor must have read his thoughts. His hand moved to his hip and pulled back his jacket, just enough to show that he was armed too.
"Let's cut to the chase," he said. "I've got no issue with you and your men, and in fact I've enjoyed your work. Hell, we all have back home, boys. But right now I don't have time to argue the point, so I'm afraid I'm gonna have to make this go a little quicker."
He raised his hand, and the three other agents immediately